The world didn't see it coming. Not the media, not Hollywood, not even the political elites who laughed the moment he announced his candidacy. But the people did. They felt something shift the day Keanu Reeves stepped onto a small stage in Los Angeles and said, with quiet conviction, "I think it's time for kindness to lead." Nobody expected a movie star to run the country. But Keanu wasn't just a movie star. He was a symbol of humility, resilience, and strength. And in a world exhausted by division, that was enough to ignite a movement. From the first week, his campaign exploded. Clips of him helping strangers, photos of him sitting on the subway, stories about his generosity. Suddenly, these were not just anecdotes. They were proofs of character. His opponents threw mud. He didn't throw any back. When a journalist asked if he felt qualified, he smiled softly. "I played warriors and leaders, but life taught me more than any role." Crowds cheered not because he promised miracles, but because he promised honesty. And then, the moment that changed everything. During the first debate, a senator mocked him for being an actor. Keanu simply replied, "If acting taught me anything, it's to listen before speaking." Maybe Washington could learn that. The entire internet exploded. By November, he won in a landslide. Part 2, the first days in office. His inauguration was unlike any in history. No extravagant fireworks. No celebrity spectacle. Just Keanu walking calmly to the podium, nodding respectfully to every worker, every guard, every citizen. "Power," he said in his speech, "doesn't make you important. The people who trust you with it do." From day one, his presidency felt human. He banned corporate gifts to politicians. He requested half of his salary be donated to veterans and cancer research. And he insisted that meetings start with everyone putting away their phones. "Let's look each other in the eyes," he said. Real leadership starts with presence. Government employees said morale changed overnight. Part 3, the Keanu Doctrine. His foreign policy became legendary. Instead of threatening nations, he met with leaders personally, often without cameras, without PR teams. He listened. He asked questions. He showed respect, even to rivals. And somehow it worked. A decades-long conflict between two countries finally saw progress after he invited their leaders to a private retreat, cooked dinner himself, and said, "We don't leave until we understand each other." They reached an agreement 2 days later. The world started calling it the Keanu Doctrine, diplomacy through humility. Part 4, the crisis. Year 2 brought his greatest challenge. A massive cyber attack shut down half the country's infrastructure. Panic spread. Markets crashed. Confidence wavered. Everyone expected a fierce, aggressive response. But Keanu gathered his security team and said the words no one expected. "Let's not strike blindly. Let's think like human beings, not like frightened machines." He coordinated with allies, stabilized the economy with calm transparency, and personally addressed the nation every evening with updates, clear, honest, steady. When the culprit was found, a rogue paramilitary group, Keanu refused excessive retaliation. Instead, he ordered a precise, targeted capture. No civilian casualties. No escalation. Just justice. His approval rating skyrocketed to levels unseen in decades. Part 5, the legacy. By the end of his first term, the narrative was simple. America was calmer, more united, more hopeful. People trusted their leader again, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. Schools began teaching a module called the Leadership of Empathy, inspired by his presidency. Statues weren't built for him. He refused them, but murals of him smiling gently appeared in cities around the world. And when asked if he'd run for a second term, he simply said, "If the people want me back, I'll serve. If they don't, I'll thank them for the honor." He won again, effortlessly, not because he chased power, but because he proved that power could be gentle and still change everything.